Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Colleen, and today I'm going to share with you how I fed my family dinner all week for about $10. This week while grocery shopping, I found two great deals. I found this boneless pork loin at Costco. It was on sale for $15.70, but they had an automatic $8 off. And then I found these potatoes at Kroger for $1.99 for 5 pounds. So this week, this will be the main things on our menu. I'm going to see how many meals I can make from these two items with things I already have in my home. We chopped up about 1.5 pounds of that pork loin. We're going to do 1 tablespoon of Cajun seasoning and just kind of toss it on up. Or if it doesn't want to toss, we're just going to mix it, try and get everything well coated. In your skillet, we are heating up 2 tablespoons of oil. And then in batches, we're going to add all of our pork to brown the outsides. After 4 to 5 minutes, you want to flip all of your pork and let it cook for another maybe 3 to 4 minutes. Now that all of our pork has been browned, we're going to set it to the side and start working on our sauce. Okay, we are going to reduce our heat and add in 1/4 cup of butter. We're going to go ahead and add in our garlic. We'll let the garlic cook for about 30 seconds. We are going to add in 1/4 cup of broth with the juice from half a lemon. We're going to try and get all those bits off the bottom. You can use fresh green beans. I don't have those. I have canned. I've rinsed them. And we're going to let these green beans cook a little bit in this butter yummy sauce. These have been sauteing for about 4 minutes. I'm going to push it all to the side and add that pork back in. We are going to mix up this pork, make sure it's evenly coated, let it all warm up together, and then dinner is all done. This dinner came together so quickly. The pork was delicious, and we had some leftover rice, so we added that to our plate. Let's make a fried pork chop with some gravy. We are going to start off by seasoning our pork chops. These are about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch thick. I am putting our seasoning blend on both sides of our pork chop. And then to my bag, I'm going to put about 1/2 cup of buttermilk and then just pour in the remainder of that seasoning mix. We are going to kind of swish it around to make sure the seasoning is kind of mixed up a little bit. And then we're just going to put all of the pork chops into our bag. Go ahead and throw those marinating pork chops into your fridge for 4 hours. After 4 hours, go ahead and take those pork chops out of the fridge, and we're going to start working on our flour dredge. In this bowl, I have flour, cornstarch, and all of the seasonings that I put into the marinade. And you want to evenly coat your pork chops, make sure everything has that flour mixture on it, and shake off any extra and set to the side. In our pan, we have our oil heated up to about 350 degrees, and we are going to slowly place our pork chops into our oil. We are going to cook each pork chop for maybe 3 to 4 minutes until they're nice and golden brown. We are going to want to carefully flip our pork chops, which was very difficult to do while also holding a camera. I do not recommend it. Dinner is done. We made some simple garlic mashed potatoes and some gravy to go with our fried pork chop. Tonight for dinner, we are making a pulled pork with our pork loin in the crock pot. These are the seasonings I'm using: some salt and pepper, paprika, garlic, onion powder, and a little bit of brown sugar. This part of the pork loin is probably almost 3 pounds. I think it's like 2.75 maybe. Got my seasoned meat in the crock pot, added a little bit of barbecue sauce, and then we're going to cook this on low for 6 hours. It has been 6 hours. It smells amazing and it looks amazing. But the true test, the true test will be if it easily falls apart, which, oh, it does. This is going to be so good. So we want to eat some just boxed mac and cheese, some home fries from our potatoes, and a delicious pulled pork sandwich. For the next night, we decided to make loaded baked potatoes with sour cream, some cheddar cheese, and then we put the rest of that pulled pork on top. This dinner was so easy, so quick to put together, and everyone loved it. Thank you guys for joining me today. If you liked this video, think about giving it a thumbs up and sticking around. I have more budget-friendly meals, freezer meals coming your way in the next few weeks. You won't want to miss out. Now for this week, my family ate real good. Everyone loved it. We didn't have leftovers for the garlic bites or the fried pork chicken. But for the pulled pork, I knew we would. Anytime you make something in the crock pot, you know it's going to stretch to multiple meals. But as long as you plan for it, that's fine. So we had our pulled pork sliders. And then later on in the week, we ended up just topping it onto some baked potatoes, which was great. So filling and warm. All these dinners either came together really fast or were pretty hands-off, which is exactly what I want. I don't want to be standing over my stove or my oven for hours on end trying to cook dinner. And what's great about the pulled pork is that any extra you have, you can put in the freezer to pull out for a later meal. Now, I will be honest, we did not use all of the potatoes or all of that pork loin. I have about 3 pounds left of the pork loin, which I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it. I'm thinking of turning it into a freezer meal, because we're done with pork this week. I don't think we can eat another pork meal, but we are going to prepare it and then freeze it for dinner probably in the next few weeks to, again, make things a little bit easier on yourselves. Well, I just want to say thank you again for stopping by, and I will see you all on the next one.